Hey guys, what's going on? Boomson here, and welcome back to some more Battlefield 4. First of all, I had this sort of idea where it's sort of like a weapon review, but each week I would show you guys a weapon I'm enjoying this week. It's sort of like Weapon Weekly, but it won't be whatever weapon I'm using most, and it will be slightly different to how Weapon Weekly is. It'll be less tips and more just my opinion of the gun. But just here, I am of course using the M416, and I was using this gun, and when I first got it, I didn't think it was that good. I only used it for a bit, and after using it for a while, I kind of decided it's good, it's quick to kill, it's accurate, but I don't think it's for me. And then only as soon as I started using it more, and started actually, really trying hard, started thinking more instead of just rushing in and shooting the enemies, I started actually trying more, trying to do better with the gun, and actually did a lot better. But just here you can see I unlocked the ergo grip a while ago, and very soon I will unlock the muzzle brake, so you see how quickly you can unlock things with this gun. It's really good, but I was kind of thinking, is it the best gun in Battlefield 4, or is it just sort of a beginner's friend? Because it is a very good gun to use if you're a low level and you've just unlocked it, and it's very quick to kill. It has low recoil, not very hard to control, and it's just very powerful in general. And the rate of fire is good, and it's easy to unlock. I think I only need 19,000 assault rifle score, which isn't that much, and it might be actually lower than that. I'm not fully sure. It probably is. I'll leave it on the screen now, how many points you need. But anyway, when I first unlocked this gun, I barely used it, and why I kind of think this gun's the best gun is because it takes like no bullets to kill. Just here, I'll run around this corner and there'll be a guy there, not this corner. This bit here, and there'll be a guy there, and watch how quickly he dies. That was like, it says I lost 7 bullets, but like 4 of them killed him, and the rest just went all over the place. And just there, you can see I take a guy out around about 35 feet. I did pretty well, especially seeing as the gun has a rate of fire of 750. There you go, I unlocked the muzzle brake barely a couple of minutes, in fact, barely 5 minutes after just unlocking the ergo grip. But it's such a good gun to use if you haven't used it yet. I do advise when you first get it, the iron sights are slightly difficult to use. Try and get past those, try and get to the red dot, and then wait to get the ergo grip, and then you'll get further, you'll do better, and you'll start to use the gun more. But one of the things that really works with the gun is it's very high damage. I think it's 25 max, which is good, because that's only 4 shots to kill. Especially if you aim for the head, which I'm trying to work on at the moment. I'm trying to aim more for the head instead of aiming for sort of the body. I also aim for the lower part of the body, because that's something I really need to work on. But the rate of fire for this gun is 750 rounds per minute, which is okay. It's not amazing. That's I think that's only 100 rounds faster than the AK-12, which is pretty good, by the way. Just here, I get 2 shots and get 1,000 points from those 2 shots and 2 kills. So I get a lot. There's 570, and there's the other all the way up to 1,029. I think that's a pretty good shot if I say so myself. I instantly get a marksman ribbon. If you haven't used this gun on this map, on this place, then go do it. It's really fun, and if this gun was just a normal gun, I would class this as the best weapon in the game. But of course it's a pickup, and otherwise it'd be overpowered if it wasn't. But what's good about this gun as well is you can use a variety of attachments on it. I did have at one point the ACOG sight on it, which works pretty well, especially for this map Paracel Storm, because there are quite a bit of long-range engagements where you're going to need a good long-range weapon to pick off people instead of having the red dot, which can get lost at long ranges, and you don't really get a full zoom so you can see if there's many people around them or how sort of high you have to fire in order for the bullets to drop perfectly. If that makes any sense at all. But the red dot is still a good sight to use on it. For me, I have sort of 3 classes that I vary between sometimes. The first one is the ACOG sight with the laser. the muzzle brake and the ergo grip or the angle foregrip. But wait, just here, I think I destroyed this helicopter with a RGO impact, because you see an explosion there and the chopper just crashes. I don't blow up the chopper obviously, but it just crashes. I don't know if my friend or somebody else shot it and it collapsed, but I did think I was going to drop further, so maybe it wasn't me, but still, if it was me, pretty cool, I say so myself. But anyway, first one is the ACOG sight with the laser, the muzzle brake, the ergo grip, or the angled foregrip. Personally, I prefer the angled foregrip. I'm pretty sure the ergo grip has a denomination, no, it has increase in hip fire, which can be good, but the hip fire on this gun is good enough already. As you can see, it's a very small reticle, easy to put people in. And the angle grip, I think it gives a 33% reduction to the first shot recoil, so you can actually one-shot this gun and still do pretty well. I think at some point I might try a semi-automatic version of this and put it on semi-auto with the ACOG sight and just tap fire, you know, in one shot, and see how well it does with the angle foregrip. Now the other one, which is my favourite, even though I said the ACOG sight is good, it's still good, but it lacks what the red dot sight has, because a lot of the time with this gun you will want to try getting quite close. Just there I got the ACOG. You want to try and get in quite close in order to be able to kill them quickly and efficiently, because the problem with the ACOG sight is you can get slightly zoom in. If you sit right next to somebody, you zoom in, you might end up going off, because I'm pretty sure the sensitivity is different with the sight from the red dot to the ACOG, so that's slightly difficult to do, and it's not really a close quarter sight anyway. But for me, again, it's the laser. Nothing on the bow. I do sometimes, but I think I prefer it with the muzzle brake on, and of course the ergo / angled foregrip, which are both pretty good, although I do prefer the angled foregrip. But as well, then you have the ACOG with the canted iron sights, muzzle brake, and angle foregrip. This is a pretty accurate loadout, except for the fact, of course, you're going to once or twice mess up with the ACOG, which is why the canted iron sights are there. So if you're in a close range engagement, you can change to those and shoot them. Although if you're quite good with hip fire, or you have something else on your gun that makes it good with hip fire, you can in fact use the laser sight and then get good hip fire. I do that at one point in the video, and it works pretty well if I have to say it myself. So really, a summary of this weapon is a very good gun with a good rate of fire. It's not the quickest ever, but it's good, it's accurate, it's quick to kill. Like I said, the rounds per minute is good, but it can get outshot by some guns that have faster rate of fire, maybe using wrong attachments to try and kill them, and then they get a drop over you, or they're at range and they have a sniper and they kill you. So of course you will lose out some gunfights. I think that's obvious with every gun. And also the gun is quite inaccurate at range, because of the sort of fast rate of fire. Just here, kind of like this, it was like a SWAT team going in while the chopper attacks and then the team goes in. I kind of like that. That's one of my first only Battlefield moments. Just come here is a good example of the hip fire you can do if you have the ACOGs, but it is very close range, it's not thirvish. But personally, I'd say this isn't the best gun in Battlefield 4. I'd say there is better guns. I feel the H23 is quite good. I'm very close to unlocking out at the moment. You might have disappointed me, but don't forget, I still have to go to school and everything. Most YouTubers get an entire day off. And by the way, just here, perfect shot of the ship. I jumped out of the building because the building does actually collapse. If you hear the ship coming, get out the building because it will collapse. Looks pretty cool when it collapses as well. But yeah, I'd say use this gun if you're first leveling up, and use it for a while. Try different attachments on it. Don't be afraid to change it up and try different things. The ACOG sight is good, but I prefer the red dot personally. You can put a magnifier on and that might work quite well, or get one of the maybe 3.4 times scopes and that would work okay as well. Or you can just use the canted iron sights. Put my health of those, you have to change them, which doesn't take a long time, but it takes some time. So yeah, if you want to use this gun to try and get higher assault rifles, that are pretty good. The SAR or the SAR-21 is pretty good. It's a good long-range accurate rifle which does very well and is fun to use. Like I said, the H23 of it is very good, and I can't wait to unlock that one. But here's a good example of the long-range abilities of this weapon with the ACOG. So it changes from a close-range weapon to a medium-range weapon. Anyway, thanks guys, man, it's been one soon. Sorry I kept swallowing, I got a kind of a dry throat today. But if you really enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and leave a comment if there's any gun you want me to sort of review. These won't be like generic reviews, these will be slightly different and they won't be full reviews. But anyway, thanks guys, man, it's been one soon. Hope you really enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time guys. Blue Monster Net.